Stay tuned to the end of this video to hear Degeneracy performed by Young Billy and the Stamos Band. This just in, the online adult industry is corrupting the minds of just about everyone on the planet, causing widespread epidemic of addiction and infertility, and no matter what we do...
Oh, what's wrong, young Billy? You're usually more happy and chipper in these intros.
What? Who the hell just said that?
It's me, the all-knowing god of internet's past, present, and future. You sound depressed. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I've been jerking it around 6 times a day.
Oh, I see what's going on. What seems to be the issue with it? Everyone jerks it, am I right?
I'm just so stressed out lately. My restaurant's about to go under due to new restrictions, so pornography is my old standby cure-all for stress relief. But some of these videos out there, I'll tell you, these girls look really young. And earlier I landed on this video that started out with the whole family playing a board game, and by the end of it they were all banging each other on an L-shaped leather sofa. I finished on that video.
I know.
Wait, what do you mean you know?
I mean, I'm the all-seeing, all-knowing god of internet's past, present, and future. We collect all your data. What would make you think we didn't collect that data too? I'll tell you what, young Billy, here's what you can do. Try doing what the NoFappers are doing. Try not pulling your pretzel for an entire week. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. And if you feel the urge, just jump into a cold shower. Can you try that for me, young Billy?
I can try. This just in, the online adult film industry is contributing to the largest unhappiness epidemic the world's ever seen. I'm currently on day 7 of my NoFap journey, and may I say, I quite literally feel like I can conquer the f***ing world right now. And my previous symptoms of depression, agitation, extreme anxiety, and not being able to look friends and family in the eyes is quickly dissipating. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. In this video, I will attempt to take a deep dive into the benefits first consequences approach to online pornography addiction and explain the benefits of never succumbing to impulsive addictions ever again. And oh, look at that, Mad Men's on TV. Oh, look, Alison Brie is in this scene. Oh no, Alison Brie is in this scene. She's my weakness. Oh, and she's doing that Upper West Side spoiled rich girl accent that I like so much.
Maybe they'll cancel it, but we have to show.
Where's my remote? How do I turn this off? I've made it 7 days. Billy, it's me, your laptop. I have a voice now. Come to me, Billy. Oh God, my laptop's talking to me. You know you want to, Billy. It'll only be this once. It's just a shot away. It's just a shot away. Murder. It's just a shot away. If online adult content were made illegal tomorrow, I wouldn't be too happy about it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be all that upset either. The more I think of what benefits pornography has provided for a young doubting Thomas like myself over the years, the more I realize it has close to no benefits and only brings along with it a bunch of weak man-children who are so impulsive they can't even not jack it for an entire day.
Get a life and stop jacking it!
Instead of explaining why the online adult industry has become so degenerate, I invite you to attempt a challenge. Go to the front page of any of the top 3 adult websites and count how many videos revolve around sexual relationships involving siblings, aunts, mothers, fathers, landlords, pawn shop owners with less than wholesome intentions. I can't even personally watch it anymore. I end up stopping halfway through yelling at my screen going, "Young lady, please get out of that pawn shop. The owner's intentions are less than pure. Don't discuss alternative forms of payment, just leave." Before I get into the addictive and consequential aspects of the adult industry, first I want to close up my blackout curtains, lock myself in a room, and indulge purely into the most degenerate adult content I can find, in an attempt to highlight how slimy the industry has become an attempt to keep up with the demand to explore subject matter and themes that distort the minds of its audience, exploring its way into really strange territory. So I'll have one laptop open so I can take notes in a Google Doc with one hand, and with the other hand, I'ma go to town. In order to not get age restricted, I've considered there's no way I can even use just audio clips to better explain myself. So I'll have to use Microsoft Sam's voice to narrate word for word.
Hello, my name is Microsoft Sam.
Some of the things being said in these videos. Let's see what I find.
It's cold, I want my blankie back. Daddy, don't touch there. Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, don't, I have school tomorrow. That really hurts. Where's mommy? I don't think mommy would be okay with this. You're not gonna say anything? No, you're my brother. You're not gonna tell anyone? Are you f***ing crazy? I don't want to come here. What are you doing? You're my brother. It's okay, I saw you peeking on me while I was in the shower. I'm sorry mom, I'm just really sorry. Gosh honey, you're getting so big, we can keep this between us, right? Yeah, don't tell anyone. God, that's so good baby, you're growing up so fast.
Alright, that's enough of that. I think you get the point, and let me say this first. I really honestly don't want to come across like that one Matt Watson guy that highlighted a bunch of sketchy YouTube content that led to the second adpocalypse or ruined the fun for everyone not involved.
I'm disgusted, I'm angry, so in a way I want YouTube to pay.
I mean, do what you're gonna do, ultimately. But my problem with this is that content such as this has become so overwhelmingly popular, and for a reason. It most likely makes the most money, while ignoring the psychological impact it can happen to have on a young and developing mind. And no, I don't think there's an epidemic of lonely men out there who secretly want to go all Dr. Melfi and engage in relationships with their mother or siblings. It just so happens that this content is widely available and often makes the front page of most streaming websites. I imagine your average guy, or girl,
Hey man, got a big box of porn for you.
goes, oh wow, that girl looks pretty hot. And the weird and sexual aspect of it just happens to be the flavor of the month, so it kinda just slips into your psyche involuntarily. So if you're following me, I think the logic of most popular pornography isn't necessarily that strange individuals are out scouting for this particular content, but instead the user thinks, ooh, this is a strange foreign and taboo subject I'm not quite comfortable with, but what the hell, when in Rome. I do kinda personally worry though, because I was 13 when I got my first desktop computer connected to thrifty old high-speed internet, and from that day on it was every day, bro. And people my father's age often mention that back in their day, they didn't see their first porn video until their mid-20s. Back when you had to have your own personal projector to watch a passed around video of some girl doing weird horse stuff, or whatever was popular back in the 70s. But now, who even knows how young some of these kids are with their phones and tablets are discovering content such as this at age 5, 6? I honestly don't know, but I do worry about things like that sometimes. And that helps segue perfectly into the next topic of discussion, the addiction. I remember a few years back I saw an episode of A&E's hit series Intervention that featured a young bloke who was addicted to drugs, but during dire times when actual substances weren't in arm's reach, he became addicted to choking himself to produce some sort of weird lack of oxygen brain high.
When Joe would do the choking thing, it's just, putting his hands up to his neck.
That got him through during times when he was fiending but couldn't get real drugs. I remember he said something like,
if you're addicted to it, your own hands are your drug dealer. Your own hands. It's your own hands. They can't take them away from you.
I think that analogy is pretty comparable to our given topic and actually explains a lot why it's become so increasingly difficult to shake the addiction of pornography. So long as you have a phone, internet, and a small speck of privacy, you can stimulate your brain anytime, anywhere. Even outside of a local Denny's if you're a true and honest risk taker.
When a person becomes addicted to pornography, it often leads to a relatively newly found phenomenon called dopamine intoxication, which means that the stimulation and excitement one gets from indulging in their favorite mostly free pleasure eventually results in the need to do it more frequently, and what comes along with that are some pretty serious side effects and symptoms. Symptoms of high dopamine include high libido, anxiety, difficulty sleeping, increased energy, mania, stress, and decreased ability to focus and learn, among others. All of these weird side effects and symptoms can be pretty sneaky, and in my opinion, I think a lot of people who are knowingly or unknowingly addicted to pornography tend to have these symptoms quite regularly, sometimes without even being consciously aware of it. So even trying to quit for small amounts of time often leads to the addict experiencing increased focus, increased stamina and social skills, better sleep, and better looking skin. The benefits of quitting are seriously something to consider, and you might accidentally realize that for years, some exaggerated symptoms of depression and anxiety
Dead. Empty.
might be directly correlated to your pornography habit. Some have found, and by some I mean me, that during times of regularly submitting to such a shameful habit upwards to 4 to 6 times a day can report feeling irritable, impatient, and unfocused. The user tends to become more reclusive, and after quitting it feels like the good energy you carry with you when you walk into a room becomes contagious and very noticeable. I'm actually really proud of the younger generation of young men and women involved in the NoFap movement for recognizing the harmful effects of a long-term addiction that is often swept under the rug as inconsequential or stupid. I don't think it is at all. In fact, I think pornography, along with the constant need to distract yourself with stimulation coming out of any black screen, is the #1 reason anxiety and depression are so common now, especially in young people. If you go check out our NoFap, you'll find a wonderful community of people all trying to improve their lives, and the overwhelming amount of support is truly inspiring. Alright, so I'm about to reach the conclusion of this video, but before I do that, if you like this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing. This video will definitely be age restricted because that keeps happening, but I make videos taking a sideways look at technology, culture, and the digital age we're all living in. Okay, on to the last part, the conclusion.
Well, young Billy, it's been a whole week. How do you feel, young chap?
To be completely honest with you, I've been feeling great. God of Internet's past, present, and also future. I struggled at first, so I typed NoFap into YouTube, and the search engine was dominated by attractive females sharing their experience with the NoFap movement. So I had to keep starting over about half a dozen times.
Well, you know what they say. Rome wasn't built in 1/7 of a week. What have we learned today? Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna totally age restrict this video. I hope you're okay with that.
I know. I think I've learned in hindsight that the online adult industry is stuck in a perpetual state of trying to outdo itself, which has led to more extreme and taboo content that I totally hope isn't screwing with the minds of practically every male on this planet.
Uh-huh.
Also, I've gone on a path of self-reflection, and since quitting, I've rediscovered my love for songwriting.
Oh, that sounds like a perfect way to segue into the song I'm guessing you totally wrote.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm all alone, it's hard to look and see. Corrupted minds and degeneracy. And I succumb to impulsivity. I think I'll quit today, no more degeneracy. Quit today, no more degeneracy. And siblings fight, and mothers cater to compulsive masturbators. I hope one day that I might end up free. I think I'll quit today, no more degeneracy. I think I'll quit today, no more degeneracy. I think I'll quit today, no more degeneracy.